Let's look at Module 1's required coding activity. And the first thing that you want to know about it is as you're reading through the page, you'll see the code requirements. And so those are that you use a variable assignment, so such as setting a greeting to a string, like a variable. So I said the variable greeting equals hello, and that you use an input statement so that you're going to get that feedback and maybe assign that to greeting as well. And then you would use the in keyword. That's the key to this entire activity, is that we're going to search a larger string and to see if specific substrings are contained in there. And to make our match easier to do, we're going to convert things to all upper or all lower so that it's not case sensitive. Let's run that solution code. So the first thing your program should do is prompt people for different categories of food they've eaten in the last 24 hours. So that would be something like, you would say, I might have meat, and I might have dairy and fruit and pasta. And so you could just go ahead and just put some different categories in food like that. And then when you have enough things in there, you'd put enter, and then that gets recorded in as a string, and then you do your string test. So then it will print out these various messages. So this one says, it is true that dairy is contained in that string. And it is true that nuts is contained in the string. And it is false that seafood and chocolate are contained in the string. So this is what your code should look like. Again, let's make sure that we use all of the required code elements, and we'll submit those into the edX form. The edX form is not necessarily the most elegant. And what I mean by that is that you will not see your code formatted when you paste it in. So I place some solution code in there, and then we see that it all kind of looks like one line, and that's to be expected. But then you hit the submit button, and I got everything right. So there I go. If I was missing one of the keywords, then it would say I'm wrong, and I would have one more attempt to get that right. So please check again that you have all of the keywords. Good luck.